guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. My name is Heather. I'm a homeschooling mom of 3 kids, elementary, middle, and high school age. If you're not subscribed, I would love for you to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you're notified of all of my future videos. Today I am participating in a collaboration with Abby from Rooted in Rest and Jessica from the Waldock Way, all about homeschooling through the holidays. So let's get started. Okay guys, I feel like I wasn't sure what I was going to do for this video today. You will also see in the playlist link below that there are a lot of people sharing like a vlog for the day, and I am actually doing Vlogmas right now, so I am vlogging most days. I do have some other content that I'm sharing as well, like this video, but I went back and forth on whether or not I wanted to share a vlog or share how we homeschool through the holidays, and I decided it would be best to sort of sit down and chat with you guys a little bit, because our homeschool during this time between Thanksgiving and New Year's is quite a bit different than what you would typically see, I think, in most homeschools. So the first thing is that we are actually on break. We finished up our homeschool semester on the Tuesday before Thanksgiving, and we are off probably until the second week in January, I think. Maybe the third week, we will see. We take a nice long break during these weeks leading up into Christmas, right after Thanksgiving. It has just been something that we have always done. However, even though we take a break from Thanksgiving to New Year's, I have always tried to make sure that I have holiday activities, Advent activities, things for us to do during this time so that we are not completely just on a break. This year is a little bit different because I did not plan anything outside of our normal Advent activities. And so that is a little bit different for us. Now, we always take a big break from our math curriculum, our language arts, our history, science, all of the traditional curriculum. We always put that to the side. We do continue with read alouds, but I do those all year round regardless of homeschooling because I love that so much. My kids enjoy it. Even my high schoolers still enjoys read alouds. But for the most part, we just don't do anything formal during this time. That doesn't mean that we're not learning, which is why I would typically get, Christmas unit studies or Christmas around the world unit studies, or baking your way through the countries around Christmas. I would do all kinds of different activities like that. I would pull out the Wild and Free Holidays book and pull activities from that. And there are so many great resources available to do those things during the holidays so that you're still taking a break while also still learning. Now, I'm not saying that my kids are not learning at all during this time, but I am not doing any planned learning. So what I mean by that is that Lucy is essentially off for the next several weeks. She is in 3rd grade. I don't expect her to choose a project to work on or anything like that. My older 2 kids, however, have a lot of goals that they've been working on this year. We've had a real focus on passion projects and me mentoring my older 2 since the beginning of 2023, which has been really wonderful. It kind of came about because we were super busy in the fall of 2022. We didn't know what we wanted to do. The kids were, Emma was in high school, Jack was getting close to high school, and I just didn't know what I should be doing. Even though I've been homeschooling, this is our 13th year homeschooling, I was just kind of lost. And I read the book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective Teens, with my 2 older kids in like January, this year, January, February, I think. And there was so much great information in that book related to goals, related to purpose, related to personality, figuring out your strengths, how to plan and how to make progress on goals that you create. So it was It was really helpful for me to read that book with the kids and have all of that discussion, and it really got their thinking going to figure out, what do I want to do? What are the important things? Because it's very easy for me as a homeschool parent to lead my kids in a bunch of different things that I think they will be interested in. But I wanted them to take more control of that. Obviously, I know what my kids are interested in. We talk every single day. There's so much information back and forth, and learning new things and seeing new ideas and just lots of discussion. But I wanted them to start taking more initiative for their projects. This year, Jack has been working a lot on Unreal Engine and creating video games and learning all that there is with regards to coding video games and creating animation for video games and scenes and all kinds of stuff. Emma has taken a big interest in animation, as well as art and designing. She's hopefully going to be working on a sticker shop this break. She's also done a lot of writing. She's been working on a novel since August and took a break from that to work a little bit on NaNoWriMo. You can see all of that information in my homeschool update. But what we are really working on during December is rest and getting ready for 2024 and more rest. But my older two are definitely working on some projects, and I'm excited to see what they come up with. I feel like as we get in the high school years, it's very busy. My kids do a pretty heavy academic load for homeschooling high school, which I find valuable and important. And they also have a lot of buy-in for that, which is great. But I also want to make sure that there is room for them to work on the personal projects and passion projects that they themselves have. And so having this big break is mainly going to be focused on that. And it's also part of the reason that we decided to do a 6 weeks on, 1 week off schedule this year. So we are taking 6 weeks of more mom focused school and then having a week off for mom and a week where they're able to focus on their passion projects. And that has been such a blessing for us this year. And I'm really happy that I have taken a little bit of a step back and given them the freedom to pursue those passions. I don't want you to think that they never were doing anything fun before and that it was all academic all the time. That is not the case, but they have so many different ideas and goals and things that they want to try. It's hard to fit everything in. And so giving us some specific time to focus on those particular projects has been helpful. I check in with them weekly. I make sure that there's constant communication so that I know that if they need new resources, I can help them find the resources. And so what we are doing during this Christmas break is really a focus on passion projects. Another thing that the kids are going to be doing that they do every year, unprompted by me, is to create a Christmas Eve play, which they then write and star in and create sets and scripts and all of that kind of stuff. So that is another thing that they are going to be doing. We also have our KiwiCo crates, which I absolutely love, especially during these downtimes. It gives them a project to do. When we're year-round homeschoolers, so when we're not in school, it's very easy for everybody to just check out and want to be on screens, especially when passion projects are really tech focused, like animation, like Unreal Engine. All of that kind of stuff is very computer based. So making sure that we have some tech-free type entertainment or things to do is very helpful. Jack has a box to build headphones, so that's going to be really interesting to see how that works out. Emma has been working on macrame, and so they will be working on those as well. It's really just a time for us to connect and hang out with each other. It kind of leads us right into our Hygge homeschooling, which is how we kind of start homeschooling again the second semester in January, with a lot of board games and puzzles and candles and twinkle lights and all of that kind of stuff, reading aloud together, lots of discussion time. That seems to be the basis of a lot of our homeschooling these days. So what I want to share with you guys is that if you feel like you need to have a break, it's okay to just take a break. You do not have to plan out a bunch of little activities or continue to create learning experiences when you are on break. And sometimes it's hard for me to not plan those things, but I did want to, for myself, take a break and just give my kids some time as well. And I do notice that when I plan stuff for this time, something tends to happen so it does not go exactly as planned. Well, nothing ever goes exactly as planned, but oftentimes when I do like a heavy unit study focus, or I have a lot of projects that I want to work on with the kids, like crafts and things like that, what ends up happening is somebody gets sick and it kind of derails the entire month, and it sets me back, and it can be frustrating, especially if I've spent money on these unit studies or projects or supplies or whatnot. So instead, I am going to just enjoy the season, enjoy our Advent readings together, opening our Advent calendars, and spending time with my kids during this season. So a little bit of a different video, I know, than probably what most people are sharing during this homeschooling through the holidays. There are so many great resources, and I have done videos in the past with so many amazing resources. I will leave some of those links in the description box for you, as well as a link to the playlist for this collaboration. Again, I want to thank Abby and Jessica for hosting this collaboration. It's always so much fun to do these videos with them and to see what everybody else is up to. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that this maybe encouraged you a little bit, so that if you are feeling stressed or overwhelmed during the season, it's a very busy season, it's okay to take a step back and just start fresh in the new year. It's not a big deal. You will not fall behind. You are not messing up by just taking a step back and resting and relaxing during this time and leaning into tradition. It's just a fun time of year. So I just want to encourage you that it is okay if you want to take a step back, and it's also okay if you want to keep going forward. You get to make that decision for your home and your homeschool. Again, I want to thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks, guys. Bye.